Hi, my name is Becca Ironside. I'm a pelvic floor physical therapist. Today is the winter solstice, where the earth is furthest away from the sun, and this marks the longest night of the year. If we think about our lives, this actually mirrors the dark night of the soul. And when we are depressed, we're far less likely to pay attention to our sexuality and our needs as human beings. So I wanted to make this video to discuss the male reproductive system, how it works, and how to push yourself to engage in more sex when you really are going through a difficult time. So first we have these little tomatoes, and these represent your testes or your testicles. What happens here? Well, these testicles produce your sperm, and they produce 90% of the body's testosterone. So they have a very important role. So what can happen with guys is that they might get discomfort in the testicles, or pain, or swelling and inflammation. A nice place to start would be actually to go to a doctor, and the doctor will run some tests to rule out that there's nothing medical going on. But if the testicular pain persists and all the medical tests are clear, this is actually a sign of pelvic floor tension. And so a lot of men have this testicular tension and discomfort, and they stop having sex as a result. I'm here to tell you that if you've been cleared by a doctor and there's simply nothing anatomically wrong with your testicles, you should absolutely continue having sex. Okay? This is very important. You might have to be more careful, but you want to keep having sex. So these are your testicles, what they do. So the testicles will send the sperm up into the prostate, and the prostate will create that lovely mix of fluid, which is the ejaculate seminal fluid. So that's going to mix with the sperm, and that's going to allow you to have a way to impregnate somebody, to sire children. This is nature's way of ensuring that we have a species, right? So this is about the size of a young, healthy prostate. This is actually a fruit vegetable called a tomatillo, and it's a beautiful size. But the reason I also love it to represent a young, healthy prostate is because it has a capsule around it, and your prostate actually has a capsule. So the prostate is creating the seminal fluid. It's mixing everything up so that the ejaculate can come out of the tip of the penis. Now, over time, for a lot of gentlemen, the prostate can get enlarged. So it can start in youth at this size, young adulthood, and then it can grow. So this is an enlarged prostate, all right? So a lot of guys have these. 50% of men over 50 actually have an enlarged prostate. So if you have one, you are in great company. But what can happen with an enlarged prostate? You might feel the urge to pee constantly. So your prostate is clamping down on your urethra. So you're getting up maybe at night or maybe during the day, and you just feel the constant urge to pee. Only when you go, nothing comes out, or a minimal amount comes out. This is a sign of an enlarged prostate. A lot of men with this uncomfortable feeling stop having sex, and they shouldn't. So even though you have an enlarged prostate, it's very important to continue having sex. Now, very quickly, we're going to talk about prostate cancer. It's an incredibly common cancer, and it resides within the prostate. So the treatments are usually you remove the prostate surgically or you irradiate it. And what's going to happen then? The prostate's job is to create the seminal fluid. If the prostate's gone or it's been irradiated, you're not going to have the prostatic fluid anymore. However, that shouldn't stop a man from having sex who is after his treatment of prostate cancer. He's still going to get the sensation of climax and orgasm, even though the fluid is not coming out. So even if you have prostate problems, enlarged prostate cancer, it's important to keep having sex. And now here's everybody's favorite part, is the penis itself. Okay? So why does the penis get erect? It gets erect so that it can expel the prostatic fluid with the sperm out of it, and therefore our species can continue. Women can get pregnant, right? So that's the whole purpose behind an erection. But I want to remind you of this. You can definitely have an orgasm or climax without a full erection or with no erection at all. So for those men walking around with erectile dysfunction as a result of depression or this dark night of the soul, they are absolutely encouraged to keep attempting having sex, whether it's manual or otherwise, in order to keep this system going. So what is an orgasm going to do to the brain? For men, it's going to shut off the amygdala. That's the fight or flight aspect of the brain. It's going to put you in a lot of stress, and the orgasm is going to stop that. So really, from a brain-body perspective, it is incredibly important for men to continue having sex, even if they have any of these issues. So let's just review. Testicular pain. You can continue to have sex. Be careful, but have sex, right? Enlarged prostate. Continue to have sex. Prostate cancer. Continue to have sex. Erectile dysfunction. Continue to have sex. If you look at this table, it is full of nature's bounty. This is mirroring your body. You were born to be a sexual creature. Therefore, there is absolutely no reason to stop having sex at any stage in your life or through any perceived problem that you're having in the male reproductive system. So the last thing I want to do, I've never lit this candle before, and I'm going to, and I just want to talk about, again, get out of the darkness. Even when you're in the darkness, you're depressed, it is incredibly important to engage in sexual activity and keep yourself going. All right, let's shine a light on this. My name is Becca Ironside. This is your Magical Pelvis. If you enjoyed this, please hit like and subscribe.